Yo, what is going on, comic fam? I am Steve from Berk Family 54 Comics, hashtag Team No Sleeves. Welcome to another Meet the Berk Fam episode. I'm excited to hang out with my friend Austin Lemme, talk to him about his comic book art, talk to him about Spawn and comic books in general. Before we do that, though, let's hit that intro. Yo, what is going on, brother? How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir.
Nice. I'm excited to have you on here, man. I don't know if we've ever done a stream just you and me. Like, you've been on my channel many times, and I've been with you on other channels. But I don't think we've ever done a stream just us two. So this is going to be a good time for sure.
Well, so just behave yourself. It can get crazy real quick.
It can get crazy real quick. Before we get any further, I do want to say shout out to the sponsors of the channel. First up, we got comic_book_Preston and IG. Eric has been sponsoring me, I think, as long as anyone has. If you ever need any comic books press, hit up Eric over comic_book_Preston and IG. Use my promo code BERK54. Get free shipping back to you on your first order. Also, shout out to the 616comics.com for sponsoring a monthly Berk box. Shout out to Tyler for winning it. We got all sorts of great books sponsored by the 616comics.com. Make sure you guys check them out for all of their exclusive variants and all of their comic book needs. And we got lots of awesome people here in the chat. Let's say hi to everyone. First up, Jason. What is going on, SCG? Mark, hello. Obviously, Austin is here. Magic Lasso, what is going on? That Austin Lemme is a cool cat. Meow. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. DJ Links. DJ Links, what is up? James, how's it going, dude? We need to get you on here pretty soon. Digger Jim, hello. How's it going? C3, Keep It Comics, what is up, dude? How are you? Drac, who was on here last week, what is going on? Adrian, Jonathan Michael, War Machine Punisher. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but what is up, dude? John, what is going on? Hawaiian Punch 72, what is up, brother? How's it going? Paul Rogers, it keeps skipping on me. What is going on, man? I unboxed your stuff earlier. I'm going to post it as raw footage to the channel tonight, early for all of the friend and family tier members, and then edit and post it up tomorrow. It is the free comic book day haul that you hook me up with all of those books. You shipped it to me for free. You're an awesome guy. Make sure you guys check out the Augusta Book Exchange in Georgia. Okay. I think that's everyone. Austin, how's your day going, man?
Busy, man, but it's the end of the day finally, and here we are. I was looking forward to this since yesterday, so I'm pretty excited to be here.
Yeah, and I was going to get you on soon, and then Tyler canceled, and I'm like, well, I need to move that up then. I need to find someone, and I asked you, and you said, let's do it, and I'm excited to have you on here, man. Earlier today, we learned that someone else may have possibly copied your Something is Killing the Turtles cover. We still don't know yet, but if you guys don't know, Austin Lemme created this amazing Something is Killing the Turtles cover. Why don't you talk about that? What made you decide to make this art print? Because if people don't know, he's an artist. He creates digital art. He can obviously draw. He's a great guy. What made you decide to make one of these, man?
We were a bunch of us were in another chat, and we were talking Something is Killing the Children, and then The Last Ronin came up. A bunch of us were joking around that Something is Killing the Turtles, and we just started talking in the chat. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a mashup of the cover? And I said, that sounds like fun. I'll do it. So I did it as a joke, and just kind of drew up something really quick, really simple, and I shared it with a few guys, and they were like, I want to print.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I was thinking about it. I thought that'd be really cool to do. So I actually produced it more high quality, put some fine touches in there. That's when I added the Foot Clan back there instead of the monsters. Got everything, really nice, ran it off, and everyone loved it, man. I'm grateful.
Everyone loved it, and you sold out like it took a little bit, like maybe like a week or so, but like I remember when I did my variant, I was just happy if I sold one or two. Like, how cool was it to sell out of the print that you made?
I mean, it's exciting just to know that people want something of mine, and it's not just this print, but everything that I've produced so far. So I've been having a good time, man, and I'm extremely grateful that everybody's enjoying everything that I've been putting together.
There's one specific person that I feel like is enjoying it a little bit more than everyone else. He's kind of hoarding some of your stuff. I don't know, like some guy named Tyler or something.
Yeah, but you know what? I took over his show, didn't I?
That's really cool. And I was kind of happy. Like, I was gonna be happy for whoever won the Burke box for last month, but seeing that Tyler won and had the OA from you in there, that's pretty cool. And that's exciting for Tyler, who's obviously your biggest fan. So.
It's exciting for Tyler, but I would certainly eventually like to see somebody else get some of my stuff.
Sure, absolutely.
No, absolutely. But Tyler's been a great support. He's an awesome dude. I get along with him really well, so I'm glad that he got it. But there will be plenty of more opportunities to get your hands on some of my stuff, I hope.
I was hoping that we get an inside scoop on maybe your next art piece. I don't know. If you guys have questions for Austin Lemme, please put it in the chat, and I will try to get it asked and see if he can answer it. So that is hands down the best art print that I've ever seen from a community member. No shade to anyone else, but those are the facts. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I like DJ Links just a little bit more now.
Oh, sure.
I definitely appreciate that. But you know what? Let's do this. When people are coming up with questions for me, how about coming up with some recommendations on what my next print should be? I don't actually have anything planned. I do have a couple of commissions that I'm working on right now, trying to get those out of the way. And then we'll put together another print.
I'm drawing Power Rangers because I'm thinking Power Rangers. I don't know how many people would buy those. So maybe you might want to go mainstream with it. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see you do a Spawn, because Spawn is like one of your favorites, and we'll talk about those. But if people got suggestions, yeah, like you said, put it in chat, and maybe he'll do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd love to do a Spawn piece. I've been drawing Spawn since I've been 14, 15 years old, and I've never been happy with any Spawn that I've ever drawn. And I think it always comes down to, I always compare it to Todd's Spawn, which isn't fair to anybody. You shouldn't compare anything that anybody does to Todd McFarlane. But, I'm my biggest critic, and I'm not a big fan. So.
Okay. So it's not on the table right now.
I don't think so. I think I'd like to do something a little bit different than Spawn, maybe work my skills a little bit more before I actually produce something that goes public.
Okay. All right. I got it. Maybe it'll be in our 1K giveaway on Whack Comics. Whoa. Yeah. There you go. Question for Austin. Did you get a haircut?
No, far from it. Far from it. No haircut for me.
You look like you are Kurt Cobain. Oh, shoot. Ask Austin how he's handling all his newfound success. Great question.
I'm not at liberty to discuss those kinds of questions right now. You'll have to talk to my PR people about that. No, I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm successful quite yet. I'm definitely just enjoying all of the praise and support that I'm getting from the comic book community right now, and just enjoying it while it lasts. These, I guess, are my 15 minutes, as they say.
Have you ever thought about like parlaying this success into a YouTube channel?
I knew this would come up. You guys dedicate a serious amount of work and effort into your channels. And I don't think that I could dedicate the time that a YouTube channel deserves. And until I can do it and do it properly, I don't think I'm going to.
Okay. I understand. That makes sense. Wish you would, but that's just me.
I just hate to be in those situations where I start a channel and I say, hey, everybody come join my channel or, check it out. And I'm putting out 1, maybe 2 videos a month. That's just not fair. I don't.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, exactly. Some people, they put out like 3, 4 videos a day, and then others, 1 a day or whatever. So, let's see.
I think I would struggle with 1 a week at this point. Anytime that I spend online, this is how I like to do it, right? Chatting
with my friends,
and hanging out with the community and being in the chat and enjoying everybody else's content. So that's my passion right now.
Absolutely, and we enjoy having you in there for sure. OMG, hat on, hat off. Austin Lemme looked like 2 different people. Ignacio, what is going on, dude? Are you making your living off of your art? If not, what do you do for a living? That is a great question. You don't have to be specific, but I know it's something within business, right?
Yeah, no, I'm an open book. You get the full exclusive here, Mr.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
So no, I do not make a living off of my art, and I plan to keep it that way. The second that I have to rely on my artwork, I think I'm going to stop enjoying doing it. And I am doing everything in my power to make sure that that never happens. It's not about the money. It's just about the passion and being able to do it. I actually own a design and development company with my brother called Alias Project. So we do website design and marketing graphic design. So that's my day-to-day. So whether it's, me drawing on a piece of paper for fun or on the computer, I'm designing 24/7.
That's cool. And is it like website design?
Yeah.
Okay.
Website design, branding, marketing, logos.
Wow.
Jazz.
And that's a big deal nowadays because everything's digital. Like, I wish I was that person that, like, when the internet came out, I bought up like BurgerKing.com, Chick-fil-A.com, whatever it was, and then sold it to the highest bidder. But so you're not making art your living, you're making it more of a hobby. And I know you do just like random pieces. Like, you've been on Art with the Professor, and you did another piece for C3, and you did the print. So what is like the next thing for you in terms of creating art? Like, are you just going to continue to do lots of just like individual pieces? Or are you really looking forward to like the next print that you want to do?
Right now, I'm enjoying just doing like some of the commissions, blank covers, submitting those to CGC, getting those out there. I got a couple commissions lined up for the full 11x17s. So something around the size or the exact size that I did for C3. Doing a lot of detailed stuff that way. But that's it, man. That's what I enjoy doing. So I'm going to stick to it. In regards to the next print, like I said earlier, this one was kind of a happy accident, right? I never meant to actually do this. We were just joking around. It turned into what it turned into.
I remember you posting it like before, like you even made it a print. You just posted it in the chat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just meant to be funny. Hey guys, look at this goofy picture I put together.
And then everyone's like, I gotta have it. And then you're like, oh, let me make some money with these guys.
So I had to give it to you.
Dude, heck yeah, man. We all wanted it, and we wanted it bad. Who else got it? I know I did, Panda, Legion, like all the Berkfam people got it, right?
Yeah,
but like four big channels got it.
I probably the majority of them actually went to our close knit group, Berkfam, and some stuff went out to a few individuals that I don't even know who they are, but that was all just, word of mouth, and you guys kind of touting it really is what it came down to.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Did Jim Med order one?
So Jim got one,
Okay.
and
Nice.
he posted something when he received his, and he's got a few followers, I guess, because it got out of hand real quick. My Instagram blew up overnight, and everybody was asking me for them. And
All it takes, man.
I probably spent, no joke, a good 2 or 3 hours just replying to everybody. Sorry, sold out. Sorry, sold out.
Wow.
Yeah. After about 30, 45 minutes, I just started copying and pasting the same response to everybody. Yeah. But again, it's just that support from the comic book community. There's nothing like it.
Dude, his channel's gotten crazy. Like, I remember when he was at like 9K subs, like a couple years ago. And now he's at 129K subs. So
yeah,
his channels, I love his Sunday lives too. Well, I was doing yard work listening, and I heard him say your name yesterday. And I was like, oh, I bring up my phone real quick. Oh, crap, Austin's in here too? Didn't realize you were in there too. So
yeah, I said hello to you earlier in the chat. But
I didn't see it. I was just listening, like a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, his chat goes so quick.
Yeah.
You don't read everything, you're going to miss it. And I should have actually tagged you, but I just said, hey, Steve.
See, it's hard to see it if people don't say, like, if they don't actually tag me, it's really hard to see. Because I was, for like 5-10 minutes, I was just watching and listening on my couch, and then I got up. I'm like, okay, I need to listen to this while I mow the yard, or I can't remember what I was doing. We'd eating it.
It's good that you can actually listen to stuff like that and actually take care of your weekend chores at the same time.
Yeah, it was hot as crap here. Let's see here. Well, you did an outstanding job, Austin, and I wish you all the best. Got to run. God bless. Later, Johnny boy, and make sure you guys check him out on IG. He's selling a bunch of comics for great prices. Make sure you guys check out Johnny boy over on IG. Great dude. James said, I definitely regret picking. I'm assuming James says, I definitely regret not picking one up. Did he not get one? I think he's probably busy. That dude's like a doctor. So.
Oh, is that all he does?
Yeah, that's all he does.
Well, then that's justified.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame, man. One thing, I learned a lot doing this print. So the next one's going to be a little more organized. I think I'm going to number every single one of them and make signatures available for every single one of them.
You're going to make them available for all, or no?
Available, yeah. So
you watermark it?
I think, I might look into a watermark when I start.
Because you have your name at the bottom, but someone could put that in Photoshop easily.
Yeah,
I could do that quickly and just take it out.
Yeah. It's very easy to Photoshop anything, but
it's hard though, because like if you put watermarks over the whole thing, then it kind of ruins it. So it's tough.
Yeah, but we'll see, and I'm definitely going to number and sign every single one.
Okay.
So next time, and then I don't know, maybe I'd like to keep them all the same, and not give people the choice to do this or that, or not really the choice, but restrict them to do this or that. And, here's the print, here's what you get. Everybody pays the same price, and that's it.
Okay.
And, I really, the prices were kind of high, and I didn't really like that at all. But when you're only doing 50 prints, to the quality that I did them, they're kind of pricey within themselves. And I did free shipping. I didn't want people to have to pay for shipping too. So it was kind of all worked in there. I don't want to do that again. So, a flat rate across the board, everybody gets the same thing. And then, if I decide to do remarks or something like that again, maybe we could figure something out. I'd like to maybe do more personalized remarks. To kind of, change the pricing a little bit. But like I said, I learned a lot with this one. And you'll definitely see a big difference in the next one when it comes someday.
You learn things by doing them for sure. Warlord, we have one more available. It's going in next month's Berk box. And I got to say, this next one's Berk box, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. On top of the fact that we got amazing books from the 616comics.com, we have a slab going in there, and we have Austin Lemme's art print. I mean, you could win it, man, and good luck to you, sir, because that's a sick print for sure. Let's see. The price was totally worth it. I agree. I agree. And when I was buying it, I was like, I want to get one more for the Berkfam. Got to get one more for the Berkfam. So just watermark the copy that you post. That way someone can't remember. Oh, good idea. Because that's really what you're worried about. You're not really worried about the people you're selling it to be the ones that would go and make copies of it, right? It's the people that you just randomly, they probably aren't even following you. They didn't even like it to leave a trail. That just went in there, possibly made a copy of it. Honestly, like when you heard about that other person making the Something is Killing the Turtles cover, we all did our research. I feel like they made their own.
I agree with that 100%.
Because I looked hard and I didn't see anything. And it could have just been a Turtles cover they did, and they just called it Something is Killing the Turtles. They could have wrote it. It could have been a white background, and they just wrote it on there. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this. I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to ruffle any feathers or anything like that. And I doubt that he's even going to see this. But I did run into on a Free Comic Book Day. I ran into a pretty famous artist that I've met several times, and he looked at it and was like, he just kind of nodded, like, yeah, it's okay. And I found out that he was trying to work on a version of this on his own.
Oh man.
So it's not Turtles. It's not a turtle mashup, but he mashed up Something is Killing the Children with another one of his
creations.
Right. And so I think he was a little butthurt that I kind of got the jump on him and got the popularity around it already.
The early bird gets the worm, right?
That's right.
There you go. If you guys have questions for Austin Lemme, please put it in the chat, and I would definitely try to get it asked.
You don't need a print for that, DJ. I'll send you something.
Oh shoot! Something is killing the poo. I don't know. If it's that, those people make homages of everything. Mm-hmm. Literally everything. So if they're upset about that, come on now. There's like thousands of other things you can make homages to. Phoenix. Okay. All right. Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
That's the lasso. Yeah, I'm not.
That's not the state he lives in, but that's the city.
I'm not just pulling a Remy Q here. I'm actually pointing at Phoenix.
There you go. Oh shoot. Let's see here. Austin, do you collect other artists' work, and if so, who? I think I know this answer.
Yeah. So I only have a little bit of original art, 2 pieces, and they're both by Michael Turner.
Michael Turner's pretty good. Drac, you asked a question. Let me go back and find it, okay? I'm sorry. I did miss that. That's my bad. What's your favorite character to draw?
Ooh, that's a good question. I've been drawing so many different characters lately.
I want to see an Erica Slaughter.
So I did an Erica on Art with the Professor.
Oh, that's right, you did.
It was, yeah, that one was kind of rough and quick, did that one live. I also did a, what is his name? The Old Dragon to kind of match that one. So I'll send those in to CGC eventually here. But my favorite character, I always find myself drawing Venom when I'm just doodling. which, as a matter of fact, is how the Venom print or the Venom piece that I sent for the Burke box this month came to be. I was just sitting on, I believe, Panda's channel, just doodling, and I always go to Venom. And it's really because I like the detail in the teeth. So that's where I kind of practice all of my fine line strokes, is in the teeth of Venom. So I would say Venom.
I like it. I like it. The next print, nice turtle in the lake.
A turtle in the bathtub, maybe.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
You know, there's a famous scene in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Number 1.
Where, when Raph is in the tub, when they're in the farm, I think that would fit pretty well.
I think it'd be cool if you did that one where Leo's sitting there. There's a whole like art sketch of it in the movie. Yeah. But if you did one of those, that would be great, because I remember that distinctly. He's so worried about his brother in that scene. It's great. It'd be cool if you did that for sure. What number did Jim Mint get?
What number is Gem out of 25? So I pulled back 5 of the numbered to give out to certain people.
Oh, nice.
And Gem was one.
Mm-hmm.
I did another one for the owner of my LCS, who actually started me on all of this stuff.
Oh, nice.
He's the only CGC guy here in Arizona, and he was the one who was putting together those events where I was actually able to draw live in front of a CGC witness and start submitting my work. So he got me started in everything. So I gave him one. I gave 2 to Nick and Dustin from Two Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually their Babylon chat is where the whole idea kind of spawned.
Oh, nice.
And who was the 5th? I don't remember who the 5th one was, but there is a 5th one.
Was it?
Oh, I sent one to Comic Tom for.
Oh, nice.
For Comic Book Karma.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. I remember when he first started his channel. I remember his first video. There's it's like a drone shot of the lake or whatever by where he lives. And I remember his dad coming on there and talking about going to Comic Cons as a kid and how they lived at a LCS and all that stuff. And I remember people started sending him AOKs, and I almost sent him stuff. And then I started seeing his stuff that people were sending in. And at the time, I was a new collector, and I was like, oh, people would probably laugh at what I was thinking about sending in.
I used to have a pile of 10, 15 books that I wanted to send into Comic Karma. But for whatever reason, I just never did.
Well, I know he's got all sorts of stuff people send in to him all the time. I know him and the big people for sure. But that's cool, man. That's cool. That's really cool. Him and Reggie came into my live stream the other day on IG. That was pretty cool.
Oh, right on.
I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew Tom knew me, but not really. Okay. Outside of Spawn, because Spawn is your favorite, and we'll ask about Spawn in a second. Outside of Spawn, what you got?
Spider-Man. It's always been Spider-Man. It started with Spider-Man. And then, in the early 90s, that's when I was, the rebellious years in your early teens and whatnot, and Spawn came out. And I was already a fan of the McFarlane Spidey stuff. And Spawn was the darker, rebellious Spider-Man to a certain degree, right? I was already a fan of the artwork, and so it was an easy transition for me to jump from Spider-Man over to Spawn. But yeah, outside of Spawn, Spider-Man all day.
I like it. I like it a lot. It jumped on me. Nick, hey, yo, what is going on, brother? What are you reading right now?
Oh, I read a little bit of everything, but I'll tell you what I'm enjoying. Everything Tiny Ian's putting out, obviously. I'm really enjoying Bunny Mask lately. Really digging that. But yeah, those are probably the big ones.
So basically something is killing children, DOT,
Yeah,
Batman.
Sure, Batman. I'm probably going to drop Batman once Tynion walks away.
I think it'll actually get better because honestly, if we're being honest, James Tynion IV, his worst book that he's writing right now is probably Batman, right? Like that's probably why he's stepping away. I mean, he even said that, right? Like he feels like he's more connected to the indie stuff, right?
Well, you got to imagine too that Batman and Superman. Those are the flagships for DC.
They are.
So he's got to be getting a lot of feedback from editors at DC, right?
It's like a director in a movie. Like you have to do what the studio says, right?
Absolutely. He's got to play by the rules. They have Batman's reputation on the line. They can't.
And he's writing the main book. It's not like a black label book. This is the main line that's canon.
Exactly. I mean, and to prove that point, they gave him a black label book, and it's one of the hottest books on the market right now with Nice House on the Lake. So he definitely has the skills. I agree with you 100% that Batman is probably his worst title right now, but I don't think that's because of his writing.
That's true. I agree. Wow, that is awesome. I was at WW. I don't know what that is. Chicago in 2008 when news of his passing broke. It was heartbreaking.
Oh, I think he's talking about Michael Turner.
Oh, okay. You should draw Rummikub holding a chainsaw chasing a pickle.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Which, by the way, that reminds me, I still need to do a part 2 and part 3 of the Berkfam coming to the house. I haven't done that yet. I need to do it. Dang, what is going on, dude? He just did a live stream earlier talking about, like, money and, like, investing. And I think he talked about NFTs and building your wealth and all that stuff. It was really interesting stuff. Make sure you guys check out Nick.
Yeah, NFTs are, once you understand what an NFT is,
I still don't understand.
You'll start to get it. I'll go off on a 30-second tangent.
Go ahead.
Real quick, and then we can move on. So as more and more comic book artists are doing things digitally, there's less and less production of original artwork. So what is happening with an NFT is you're basically creating a one-of-one of this digital file. So even though I created, whatever picture, I did it digitally, there's nothing real, I can make it an NFT and sell that one NFT as technically the original artwork.
So it's kind of like a Mona Lisa, essentially. A one-of-one. So someone could be using an NFT to buy like a big painting or one specific thing.
Well, that NFT is just that one image file, and that image file cannot be replicated. There is just that one file, and whoever owns that one file, owns it and can do whatever they want with it if they license it or do something with it. But yeah, it's a good topic, and I think it's a good idea for everybody to become educated on NFTs because I think they're going to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, everything is going digital for sure. Austin Comics, I'm going to be on their channel Thursday night for an hour. And then Chris is coming on my channel for the Thursday night chat. We're doing it back-to-back. Austin Comics, Burke Family 54 Comics, Thursday night chat, throwdown, crossover. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you guys follow Austin Comics. They had a video that just goes viral. It hit like 300,000 views in one video. It was awesome. Robert, what is going on, brother? Congrats to your daughter. First birthday. That's what's up. Freaking love Something is Killing the Turtles cover. Great work, Austin.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome. Hashtag Austin over Peach. Who started that? Was that Mark?
Mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Mark over at Legion of Comics.
Mark's always starting something. Austin is speaking my language. Oh, I'm assuming he's talking about NFTs. Austin, what is your favorite Pearl Jam song? Aside from Pearl Jam, what are the other bands you're into? I'm assuming all sorts of just 90s grunge, Seattle, all that kind of stuff, right?
No, I'm going to blow your mind. I listen to everything except for country.
I love country.
I don't listen to country. I'll listen to classical music. I like instrumentals. Aside from Pearl Jam, you know, my go-tos. Now you're absolutely right. I'm going to go Rage Against the Machine, Wu-Tang Clan for sure. I like, I'm a big fan of KRS-One. So Boogie Down Productions, a lot of 90s hip hop, a lot of 80s hip hop. I was a big Eazy-E fan growing up, and NWA. So a lot of hip hop when I was younger, and then I kind of evolved into grunge a little bit. I was a little bit late, so I didn't even get into like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and any of that until, you know, the early 2000s. But I listen to everything, especially when I'm drawing. I don't like lyrics in my music, so I'll listen to a lot of instrumental stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I kind of knew a lot of that stuff.
But my favorite Pearl Jam song is probably going to be either Daughter or Release Me. I mean, obviously, I have, you know, hundreds of Pearl Jam songs that I absolutely love, but those two probably are my favorites.
I like it. Just so happy to have grabbed that third print 1 of 25 for Nice House on the Lake.
Whatever Nick is offering you for that, I'll pay 10% more.
Here's the thing. Mark ain't selling that. He is not selling. He doesn't sell books.
We'll find a price in there somewhere.
Jeff Schultz, what is going on, man? Austin, the artist, Lemme, one love from Chicago. Hey, what's going on, man? Are you going to C2E2 if you're in Chicago? I'm assuming so. And my wife has family that lives in Naperville. So we've been there many times, many times.
Well, here's the question of the night then, Mr. Burke. Are you going to C2E2?
No. As of right now, I'm not. And here's why. It's too close to Christmas, right? So, like, we got all sorts of, not just family coming, and it's spent a lot of money for Christmas. But, like, that is, like, the weekend before, like, finals week for the whole first semester. And so, like, it could be bad weather too. So, like, I can't miss work. You know what I mean? Like, that's the worst possible time. If it was 1 month earlier, 2 months earlier, literally any time between like March through October, I would probably go. But as of right now, I'm not going. And I honestly, like, I don't know. They don't really. I haven't heard any big creators that are going. Like, have they even announced that?
No, not a whole lot. But you know,
I haven't heard anything.
To be 100% honest, I'm not going to C2E2 for any of the creators.
You're going to hang out with the Common Fan.
I'm going to hang out with, you know, I've been talking to you guys for well over a year now, right? We've been going back and forth on a daily basis. I can't wait to meet some of these guys that are in the chat now and in the Berkfam and in the comic book community. And although I respect your answer on why you can't go, I will say that I do not like it.
How about this? If they do not cancel it, and I can find someone to split like a hotel with, I'll think about it. All right.
I bet you there's somebody that can already make you an offer on that.
Because I would love to see the Comic Fan. In fact, like this coming weekend, we have a con in Kansas City, Planet Con, and Panda. You know, Panda and I live close together. We're 2 hours apart. That dude ain't going. That dude is not going to the one con that is the biggest in like the whole like 4-state area. Like, it's huge. And I understand his reason. It just sucks. So I understand what you're saying. It sucks when other people don't go when you want them to go. So,
well, you know, as the world starts turning again and things get to a more normal state, there is plenty of more cons next year that
True.
we could gather in. So
I just wish it wasn't next to Christmas. Like I said, that's like the worst time. So,
yeah.
Let's see here. Just got home from work. Need to walk the dog. Just wanted to say good luck. We're all counting on you. Hashtag Team Sausage Fest. Oh, shoot. Jim Shooter has a great interview where he talks about having to shoot down really creative, legendary writing ideas for flagship characters like Spider-Man. Yeah, I bet so. I need to be schooled in NFTs. It seems like a hot topic in this community. Yeah, I've heard that too. Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited about Thursday. We've been talking about doing it for a long time. Well, I'm like 5 minutes behind on this chat here. I love country. Let's get out of here with that take. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, it jumped on me. I was late to the grunge alternative stuff. Black is my favorite Pearl Jam song. Gets me every time.
Yeah, that's another great one. And there's been several remixes, and every time they remix that song, I like it even more.
Nice. I don't know how. I now see why when we were watching Jim Mint do his live stream that he can't see everything. He just can't. You know what I mean? He's just like, it's just going so quick. It's hard. Not saying this is going quick, but you get what I'm saying. C2E2 is on. Naperville is about 30 minutes west of me. Nice. Rose City, Steve, only 4 weeks. Nice. They never announce this early for C2E2. Flo says, I want a Reed Pop to make money, but it's crazy to squeeze 3 huge cons in 3 months. Yeah. Well, I'm going to the big one in Kansas City, and then I'm going to a couple more mini cons. So they need to make a poster of that third print. They do. That would be cool. That would be cool. I have a Ken Lashley cover reveal coming out tomorrow on the channel.
Ooh, right on. Can't wait to see that.
C2E2 after party is going to be bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Hashtag Gwen Stefani. She about to show up, huh? Oh, shit. Coco Radiant. Yeah, you need to go. You need to go for sure. Let's talk Spawn.
Yes.
What is it? What you talked a little bit earlier about Todd and Spider-Man. Like, what about that character? Like I don't get it. I do not get it. Like, I tried. I read like 1 or 2 Spawn books, and I watched the movie, and I tried really hard.
Oh, okay. So
you can't do it.
If you watched the movie, yeah, that's a bad representation of the character.
It was horrible.
But this is going to get dark really quick. So Spawn is basically he was a special forces guy, or a hired assassin, if not really an assassin, but he killed people for a living, right? Special forces kind of thing. Went to hell, made a deal with the devil to come back. Long story short, the fine print was that he had to lead Hell's army. So it's just a very dark story, heaven versus hell kind of thing. But, like I said before, I was at the, 13, 14 years old. That dark, edgy story, was what I was after. And there was nothing else like it. When they created Image and Spawn came out, there was nothing like it in the mainstream. I was reading Spider-Man comics, and, there's always a lesson to learn, be good and help people and all of these things. And now we're talking about the war between heaven and hell, and, the pros and cons to making a deal with the devil. I mean, it just got wild, and it got wild really quick. Not to mention the fact that, their artwork at Image Comics, the color, the paper quality, the inking and everything that they were doing was all cutting edge. So nobody had ever seen anything like it before. So I jumped onto it, and I've been on it ever since.
Wow. It's essentially, yes. Okay, so it's literally. Sorry, there's something there. It's essentially the complete opposite of Power Rangers, right? It's dark, gritty, heaven versus hell versus la 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 la. Let's just jump into our rainbow outfits and just fight some of these people, and everything's all good to go, right? It's not. What's interesting is that both of these like really came out around the same time, right? Like Power Rangers and Spawn both came out like essentially around the same period, right? And you're like what, 8, 9, 10 years older than me or so, and that's why we're both into what we're into. I was 5 years old when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, and you said like middle school, high school.
When did it come out?
1993.
In 1993, I was what was I? A junior in high school. Yeah, so I wasn't watching a lot of TV. It was I go home, get the homework done just so that I could leave again. And then I was out until, whatever my curfew was at that age. I wasn't about watching TV, watching cartoons. To a certain degree, I am familiar with some of these things because my brother is 8 years younger than me. So he watched all of that stuff. But yeah, I never really got into the Power Rangers stuff. I tried because of you.
I appreciate that.
I got into the Mighty Morphin and the Power Rangers series.
Which is completely different than a TV show. Like it takes elements from the show, but it's different.
Yeah, the show I couldn't get into at all. The comics, my first introduction to the Power Rangers was really with the TMNT crossover.
That was great.
I loved every page of those books. And then I jumped into the Mighty Morphins and the Power Rangers. I enjoyed the Power Rangers much more than Mighty Morphin. But yeah, I just eventually fell off of it.
It's my I always figure out a way to like every person I ever bring on a channel, we talk Power Rangers. Even the Spawn guy, I get him to talk Power Rangers for a minute or two.
I mean, that's the crux of your channel, though.
Yeah, it is. But I will try another Spawn book just for you. And Paul asks, are you going to read all the Spawn universe books?
Am I going to read them all? I'm going to get them all. I'm going to get the first issue of all of them, obviously. I'm going to read them. Hopefully I enjoy them. And depending on whether or not, I do latch on to any of those stories, we'll see. But it's certainly a possibility for sure.
I'm pretty sure we did. Drac. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know. King Spawn has like 500,000 like pre-orders, and that doesn't even count because when you have 500,000 pre-orders, that's going to a second print. That's probably going to a third print as well. I mean, that's probably going to hit Berserker numbers, right? Like it's got to, right? It's got to hit 600, 700.
Yeah, and Todd McFarlane is just an excellent marketer, an excellent hype man. He put a lot of great artists on the variants for this book. So he's going to sell multiple covers. Everybody wants to collect multiple covers, right? And all of those covers add up. So yeah, 500,000, easy.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. King Spawn is only 2 new comic book days away.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Speaking of new comic book day, what are you picking up this week?
Ooh, that's a good question. What comes out this week?
Nightwing 83.
Not that.
Flash 773.
Nope.
Mighty Morphin. No, sorry, not Mighty Morphin. Power Rangers 10. And Shazam #2. That's my poll for the week, by the way, if anyone wanted to know. That's my poll for the week.
Your poll is significantly different than mine.
Yeah, I was talking to Dave from Mark Spector Comics about it, how I'm picking up that, and then DC from 2 weeks ago, And of the 7 books I'm getting, 6 are DC, and the one that's not is a Power Rangers book.
So, one book that I'm looking forward to that's coming out is Eat the Rich.
Okay, yeah, that made my top 5. So I might grab that if my shop has it.
So Eat the Rich, I'm definitely getting that one. Time Before Time. I've been enjoying that one. That's just kind of like a semi-entertaining read. It's not good. It's not bad. I just like it. But yeah, that's probably the biggest one I'm looking forward to this week.
You getting Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 3?
Believe it or not, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I'm not a Star Wars comic fan. Not at all.
Not even just like the covers? You don't just like buy it for the covers?
No, I mean, I picked up, I've got a couple of the Bounty Hunters books and stuff like that for, cover. I got the Free Comic Book Day, the 2 High Republic books. But no, I'm not really into Star Wars comic books at all. I was never into the books as a kid. That was the big thing, was they continued all of the canon and stuff through novels, not necessarily comic books. And I just couldn't get into it. So I just stay away from it. I like the movies. I'll leave it at the movies.
Which one's your favorite movie? Of the 9, 10, 11, whatever.
Empire Strikes Back.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it. Okay, so people got questions for Austin. Go ahead and put them in the chat. We're going to hang out for another 15 minutes or so. Like I said in the chat, it is Berkfam approved. It doesn't mean that I'm going to read it, though. So I did try. I really did try. And I remember passing up, this one shop I went to had 10 Spawn number 9s. And they were all net, right? They were $10 each. This was 2 years ago. And I was like, I don't want this. I don't want this. And I don't think any of them obviously were newsstands. But I'm assuming that book has gone up a lot since then, right? Isn't a 9/8 Spawn 9 $200 to $300?
So there's a little bit of controversy around that issue. It's the first appearance of Angela, and Todd McFarlane created that character with Neil Gaiman. I don't remember what happened, but Neil Gaiman ended up with the rights for Angela, and he ended up selling that character to Marvel. So technically, Marvel owns.
That's what I thought.
Which is really where that hype is, because there was a rumor that Angela was supposed to be in. I believe the rumor started that she was supposed to be in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I thought it was Guardians.
Yeah. So that's all the hype around that one. Not necessarily anything that has anything heavy to do with the Spawn universe.
Well, the cover collector likes her, so that's cool.
Yeah, and Medieval Spawn, I believe, is in there too, which he's a pretty badass character.
Okay. All right. Do you miss New York?
Funny thing about New York. So I left New York in 1997 to come out here to go to college. Went to college, went back to New York. I realized how dirty and filthy New York really was. And all the time that I was here in Arizona, I missed New York. Went back. Arizona was the place to be. It's just so nice out here. So I came back to Arizona, and I've been here ever since. I've been to New York. I spent a lot of time in Manhattan and stuff like that for business. So I do get there, 2-3 times a year, or at least before COVID. But I'll never live there again. That's for sure.
That's what I thought when I was in New Orleans. I went there, Kansas boy, right? I go outside and like trees everywhere, hills everywhere. It's not weird to see a cow in someone's yard. You know what I mean? But like, so going from Kansas, then we went to New Orleans before we went on our honeymoon, and I just remember like being there, and I was like, this place is gross. Like it's dirty.
Is that?
But it's just, but it's only like one part. Like it was only Bourbon Street. Like some of the other places, it wasn't bad like that. It was nice. But
So here's the thing. I've been to New Orleans, and you're absolutely right. It's a very filthy city. But I went there pre-Katrina, and it was filthy then.
Okay.
Rats running up and down the streets. And it's, it's like nothing. People just see the rat running down the street, and it's no big deal.
It was weird, man. I was like, this place is filthy. Like I remember we went to Bourbon Street, and I remember walking through. I'm like, oh, I just need to go into the bathroom in McDonald's, and I went into the I went inside McDonald's, and I literally felt like I was going to get shot. Like it was gross in there, and there was lots of people that looked like they were about to do some stuff, and it was just like I was like, all right, this ain't. We're not in Kansas anymore.
No, literally. Yeah, it's a rough place to be. That whole French Quarter area, yeah, it's rough.
It is rough. It was real rough, and I remember walking and just trash everywhere and stinking. I was like, okay, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here.
Get outside of New Orleans. There are some. I spent a little bit of time in Lafayette, and
that place is
very back country. Very very nice people. The food is excellent, though. I mean, the food is great. But yeah, it's just like any other big city. I would imagine, you're going to find that that rough part of the city where you.
There's nice places and not as nice places. I mean,
you don't want to be there.
It's just like Topeka where I work. There's really nice places and not as nice places. So yeah, for sure. Okay. Favorite New York food?
The one thing I miss about New York is the Chinese food. Believe it or not, I have not been able to find, as dirty and horrible as some of the Chinese restaurants are in New York. That's what I want, and I cannot find that anywhere else in the world. So I would say the Chinese food is what I miss the most. There's a great place here called NYPD Pizza here in Arizona, and they actually ship the water in from New York and make the pizza dough out of New York water because it's just, that's the flavor. That's where the flavor of the pizza comes from. So I do get a little bit of the pizza, but yeah, I'm going to say Chinese food.
I like it. My wife would like that too. I take back all the things I said about you. You are funny, Mark. You are very funny. And that did happen within a mile of my house. Less than a mile. New Orleans is filthy. It is. I love New Orleans. Just because you're a filthy animal.
Indeed.
But did the rats have a full slice of pizza? That's funny. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy.
What's insane is that, you walk into a restaurant, or I don't want to call it a restaurant, but, just like a quick kind of run-in place.
Sure.
And a rat is just running right through the dining area or whatnot. They don't bat an eye. It's just common.
Crazy, dude.
And I think that as long as there's not an extensive amount of rats, you don't get docked on your health score. I don't know if that's true. I can't back any of this up, but
I mean, it's a different place than it is here. That's for sure. Wow. Let's see. You sound like Panda when he's talking about women. Oh shit. Chinese food. Nice. NYC BLT. Okay. How dare you? How dare you? Power Light District doesn't suck. It's awesome, especially during the Big 12 tournament. Like, oh my gosh, it is so much fun, especially during the Big 12 tournament. It's a bar district right outside the Sprint Center. Well, I guess it's not called the T-Mobile Center. It's where they have the Big 12 men's basketball tournament every year, and it's awesome. It's one of the best drinking districts in Kansas City. Hey, Scott, how are you?
Hey.
When are you going to get a haircut? When are you going to grow that finger back?
Oh.
Mr. Nicky 9.5. When are you getting a haircut?
Oh, who knows? When I get around to it. I'm not really the thing is, everybody has accepted that you're kind of laid back when you are talking to people, on Zoom meetings or whatever.
Sure.
So the days of, having to wear a collar or a button up when you're talking to people, clients, whomever, I think those days are gone, and people have accepted that I'm wearing a hat or my hair is just complete chaos. So this is the way, I'm comfortable. This is the way that I want to be. And as long as it's acceptable and it doesn't interfere with my day to day, this is the way I'm going to be.
This is the way. It's kind of like if you look back like 100 years, like every man wore a suit every day.
Yeah.
We slowly evolved to be more comfortable because being more comfortable is way more important than the way you look, right? So, especially if we're doing Zoom meetings, hell yeah. You do you, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yeah, it's the same way in Hawaii. Chickens everywhere.
Carlito Classico, are you coming to Planet Con this weekend? I really hope you are, dude. JP Budget Collects will be there. Me, Becker, Mike V, D-Runk Comics. Lots of good people are going to be there, man. It's only a 3-hour drive for you. I'm trying to talk you into it every day. Got to get you to go. Let's see here. I think we're about done here. If you guys have questions for him, put them in the chat, please. Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate that, brother. Do you do?
Yeah, and it's acceptable. So, I'm talking to people who need creative work and design work. That's my job. So when they see stuff like this behind me, they know I'm passionate about it. So, it's a great conversation starter for sure. So I've never had an issue with any of that.
So I'm the yearbook teacher at my high school, and we always go to a workshop where we design the cover. We give them the theme, idea, and all that. There's 3 different artists. Every artist looks like you. Tattoos down their arms, laid back, surfer shorts.
Yeah.
And you know what? They design some of the best covers I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what you want. I mean, I've dealt with some, and I'm not saying that they weren't great artists, but there are some who are book smart artists, right? They know like all of the special vocabulary and they know their color theory and they impress with all of these different things. They'll have 3, 4, 5-page reports on why you should use these 3 colors for your brand. And, it's complete BS in my actual opinion. But if you see somebody that's just laid back and is enjoying even speaking about it and it doesn't seem like a job to them, those are the guys you want, man, because they're going to be passionate about not only what they produce, but what they deliver to you as the client. So, yeah, I embrace that fully.
It's crazy because like they change things. It's just like so small because like in their head they can see it before they actually put it on the page. Mm-hmm. And so I just wanted to say they look like you, and it is like I'm like, oh, I talked about their tattoo. And one time we were like, we want a cover just like this, and he goes, oh, cool, I created that cover. So it was easy for him to make another one just like it. So,
right on.
Let's see here. 90s Knicks fan. Starks in Oakley.
Yeah. So Patrick Ewing. I mean, I had the shoes. I was to the nines, man. Patrick Ewing, John Starks for sure. Big Patrick Ewing fan. You know, the rivalry with the Bulls back in the day. And
yeah, that was a big deal.
Always threw us a beating, but
except for the time that they didn't have MJ.
Yeah. So that was probably when I stopped watching basketball. Actually, was around that era.
Come on now. I saw your picture you posted in the Link Squad chat. Come on now. Is the liberals and the gun and the hippie shorts. Oh yeah. Dude, I got some Berkfam shirts coming in tomorrow for the con. Dude, I'm cutting the sleeves off of one of them right away. Right away.
Are you making those shirts available?
All shirts are available they are available. I haven't updated the website to make it look professional, but I do have a link in the description of all my videos, I think. Let me look.
Because I think the last time we talked about it,
I took it off.
There was some issues with Teespring or
there
something.
There was.
Like that, so
have I not added it on there? Oh, I didn't. Okay, so I need to redo that. But yeah, no, I have it. I have a store. That's where I got my shirts from. So I need to re-up that, put it in there for anyone that wants one for sure. It's hard, man. I don't have a Nick that can go on there and do everything. You know what I mean? It's tough. Editing, shooting, getting all the merch out, doing the variant. Like it's a lot of work, especially when you got another job too.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, you guys put so much effort into the channel, man. It is a lot of work.
It is, and I put a lot of work into that, and then it stopped working, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to get it working again, and I just haven't had time to make it look cool, and that's why I think that's probably why I haven't posted a link yet. He should cut his hair live. That'd be cool. Okay. Okay. Cut it live. Hey, what's up, Panda? We talked about you earlier. Where you been? With the fam. Talking about how you need to go to Planet Con. And then Austin said I need to go to C2E2.
Indeed.
Yeah, well. I have a master's, and my wife calls me dumb all the time, so. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. I'm so far behind. I'm going to try to catch up real quick, and then we'll get out of here. If anyone has more questions for Austin, put it in chat. I'll try to get it asked, and then we'll get out of here.
Now's your chance. I refuse to answer any more questions in the future.
Do you have Jinko jeans back in the day?
No, I was older than that.
Do you prefer Spawn cover A's or Todd covers? He buys both.
I get A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I get all of the covers on.
I love it. I love it. Didn't he dunk on someone? Who did John Starks dunk on?
Yeah, John Starks wasn't a tall guy either.
No, but he dunked on someone. Yeah, Reggie. I liked Reggie. Oh my gosh, everyone's talking about sports. I love sports, so. Joe Bulls. Yeah, what's up, Wheelchair Superior 87? You need to get IG, man. Okay, well, no questions. So he dunked on Jordan. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. What is the poster on your wall, Austin?
This one?
I'm assuming.
This is a Pearl Jam poster that Todd McFarlane did, I believe, for their show in Copenhagen. Yeah, and so I took that poster to Phoenix Comic-Con 3 years ago, and I had Todd McFarlane sign it for me. So you can't see it, but his signature is on it right in there somewhere. but it's a playoff of Medieval Spawn.
Right next to a Megazord.
A Megazord?
There's a Megazord up there, right?
No.
What is that? Is that a Gundam?
Yeah, it's a Gundam I drew. I actually drew that on the wall in Sharpie. Yeah, so that's just drawn in Sharpie on the wall.
That's a Megazord.
It's a Megazord.
Oh, shoot. Optimus Prime. Oh, shit. Well, Austin, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really was. We got off track quite a bit. We talked about some NFTs. Oh, man. We talked about Spawn. We talked about your art. Really, I mean, I'm looking forward to your next print for sure. As long as it's not Spawn. If it was Spawn, I'd still get it. If it was Spawn, I'd still get it. But
I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a Spawn. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but, I'm open to suggestions. Let's see what we want to put together. This first one was done with the community, right? We just came together and kind of joked around and came up with the idea. Let's do it again.
Are you going to do digital like you did there? Or are you thinking that you're going to do the whole, like, from scratch on a paper?
I don't know. It all depends on what the idea is. I did this one digitally because it was a cover swipe.
Sure.
And so it just started off digital. I kept it digital. I just kind of did some quick stuff in
Photoshop
with the turtle, with the Photoshop. The turtle was actually done in Procreate on my iPad.
So you made the whole turtle from scratch on Procreate.
So the turtle is in Procreate. Then I brought it into Photoshop, where I got a high res of the Something is Killing the Children. And then I had to Photoshop out everything that I didn't want from the original cover, which I think there's like a bicycle and stuff in there. And I had to Photoshop all that stuff out, drop the turtle in. Then I had to match all of the colors so that it looked like the turtle belonged on that cover. So there was a little bit of work in there, but depending on what the idea is, I'll either do it completely freehand and then just scan it in and do the print that way, or maybe there's going to be some digital involved. We'll see.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure the comic fan will be all about it for sure. Have you thought about submitting like a print like to the Comic Tom box? Because he's got like.
So I don't know what that process looks like, but maybe when he receives and sees the print that I sent him, he'll reach out and ask me to do something, and I'll be more than happy to. Cool. It'd be pretty damn exciting to see, because I get two of his boxes every month. It'd be really exciting to open it up and see something that I've put together.
Dude, I would totally buy the box just for that. And I would message Fire God Ryan, which he's taking a break from YouTube anyways, but he's a guy I messaged when they had already sold all of their Power Ranger boxes with that Comic Tom 55 variant and saying I wanted one. So he talked to Tom, and Tom sent me one. And I paid for it, obviously, and all that stuff. But I would talk to him to make sure I got one of the prints, because there's different prints in different boxes. So,
So there's a lot of different stuff. So, that would always be a good time, man.
Boom.
Love to do that.
That would be really cool. Okay. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I had a fantastic time with Austin Lemme, talking everything. A lot of art. We talked a lot of art. That was fun. Get to know him a little bit more. I didn't realize the whole New York thing, though. I really didn't. So.
Oh, you didn't know that I grew up in New York?
I had no idea about the whole New York thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. There's a question that wasn't actually asked. I think the guys who were talking about New York.
They knew that. They knew it.
They knew. Yeah. So I grew up on Long Island in New York.
Awesome, isn't it? He really is.
I'm starting to think that DJ wants something from me because he's building me up all night.
That's true. He has been. Austin Overpage, yes. This community is awesome. I agree, Ronnie Broy.
Sure.
Thank you, Austin Lemme. I've said
you.
this before. I don't know if I said this tonight, but everyone that I have on here from Meet the Berkfam, they are one of the Berkfam channel members so far. I'm starting off, obviously, with all the family tier members, and then I'll work my way down. This is hoping to get it all done in a year, one every single week. And obviously, he is one of the family tier members, and being in the family tier, you get to be entered into that monthly Berk box, which Tyler actually just won when he upgraded like 2 or 3 days before the upgrade deadline. So kudos to him, and there's a whole bunch of other people who haven't won yet, but maybe Austin will win one next month because next month he actually has his own print in there. So if you win your own box or win your own print, what are you going to do with that? Just give it to the second place person?
Nope. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it for myself, and then just kind of show it around. Just let everybody know that they can't have it. No, if there is, if it does happen where I do win the box, whoever is in the, well, you do it so it's not a wheel, right?
It shows you second place, third place, fourth place, all that stuff.
Okay, then it goes to second place.
Okay.
Unless it's Tyler.
Unless it's Tyler, then it goes to the third.
If Tyler's in second place, he can't have it.
Okay. All right. That's the rules. That's the rules.
You know what I'd like to do if we could call this fair, because everybody was so supportive, and a lot of people got prints. If second, third, fourth, whatever place
has one,
people that has one, I'd like to put it in the hands of somebody who hadn't had the opportunity to get one,
like Warlord.
Yeah, if we could do that I'd be happy doing that.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we could talk about it in the Berkfam chat. That'd be something we could bring up.
Of course, in order for that to happen, I would have to win. But
yeah, I mean, but I'm assuming. Damn, I don't know. I would want 2 prints of that. But no, I get it. No, we could talk about that. So if everyone is down for that, then yeah. There you go. You guys are all sorts of goofy shit. Oh, stuff.
Yeah.
I just let that slip. Well, how did that happen? Well, thank you, Austin, for coming on, man. It was a fantastic time, dude.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you to Comic Book _Press on IG for sponsoring the Berkfam. If you guys ever need any comic books press, hit up Eric over at Comic Book _Pressing on IG. Make sure you use my promo code BERK54 and you get free shipping back to you on your first order. Thank you also to the 616comics.com for sponsoring the monthly Berk box. Make sure you guys check out the 616comics.com for all of your exclusive variants and all of your comic book needs. John and Erica are amazing. We got another cover reveal coming out tomorrow. Yeah, this one's Patreon box is amazing.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome this month.
It was. Thank you also to the channel members in the family tier. Flash 6792, Collectibles Lounge, Adrian Panda, Hoarder's Hide, Nick's Kicks in Comics, hashtag Nikki9.5, Blue Hellion Comics, Cardboard Crazies, Small Town Collectibles, Legion of Comics, Warlord, Paul Rogers, who just hooked me up with an amazing AOK free comic book day books, Oregon One, Becker, Mark Spector Comics, Jonathan Michael, Remy Q Studios, Jade, Chip Getler, Slaughtered Up 503, DJ Links, Austin Lemme, who was here with us tonight, Comic Book Poser, Actual Dracula, Tomato Cinema, Kid Drama Prince, Carlito Classico, and Tyler, Shattered Glass Comic Reviews. Thank you guys so much for being in the family tier. They're intertwined up monthly Berk box, sponsored by the 616comics.com. And a friend here, we got new guy, Adrian APM, Dale of Suspense, and Flo Dameron. A link to everyone's Instagram or YouTube page is in the description of all of my videos. Make sure you guys are following them. Make sure you guys are subscribed to them. Make sure you guys are supporting everyone in this amazing comic book community. Let's see what these Yahoos said in the chat here.
You know, it's amazing that long list of names that you just rattled off. We all
include
each other every day. We talk
every day. Every day, man. It's I love this community. I love you guys. I really do. I don't know how it happened, man. I don't know how it happened, man. That was an accident.
I had an accident as well.
Whatever. Dude, you need to get on.
Yeah. Adrian's going to start selling copies out of his connection in Texas.
Oh, shoot. If I win, I'll give it to Warlord. Did Carlito get he got a print, right?
Yeah,
he just
Carlito
posted it,
got
right?
one.
He just posted it. Yeah.
He didn't tag me on his post. Luckily, I follow him and I saw the post. But
remember that one time we all found out you don't follow him in Berkfam because you posted?
Yeah.
Screenshot.
that was remedied immediately after that.
Yes, it was. Oh, shit. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We had a great time. He's awesome. I'm Steve from Berk Family 54 Comics. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.